Need to be strong, every breath hold, 'cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold, 'cause I can't move on till I let go.
The pain makes it real. I don't wanna feel, I just wanna kill the bad thoughts and steal a good thought and feel. I'm just lost, I feel, I'm just lost to feel. I need time to heal, I can't steer the wheel, 'cause this drive it kills, and it gives me chills. A nice road it feels, I slip off the peel and crash all the steel. Will I ever heal?
I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold, 'cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold, 'cause I can't move on till I let go. Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold, 'cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold, 'cause I can't move on till I let go. The pain makes it real, I don't wanna feel, I just wanna kill the bad thoughts and steal a good thought and feel. I'm just lost, I feel, I'm just lost to feel. I need time to heal, I can't steer the wheel, 'cause this drive it kills, and it gives me chills. A nice road it feels, I slip off the peel and crash all the steel. Will I ever heal? I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold, 'cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go.
Who's ready for some bantering? Banter with Antor's live. What's up, everybody? Yes. I am coming to you live on Twitch for some of you and on X/Twitter for some other people. Wrong mic again? No, it's the wrong mic again. Hello, little brother. Oh my gosh. It's the right mic now. I am coming to you live on Twitter for some of you, Twitter or X for the first time. See how this goes. Also on Twitch, thank you everybody for stopping by, hopping in. That was wrong, Mike. I do apologize for that. I don't know why it does that. Yes. Yes, according to the karaoke connoisseur DJ, I am Chris Bilski's brother. It is known that is Bob. Good old Bob. Yep. Yep. Well, how's everybody doing? We got a short week here, Thanksgiving week. Hopefully you all have will have an enjoyable one. What are you sassing about? Live in the DU lab once again. Let's go. Most of us should have a week off from competition. Anybody have any big plans? You still running practices? Probably still running practices. It's a bit chilly here in Michigan. Oh my gosh, what are you whining about? My cat is like borderline hissing at me. What? What do you want to complain about? Ace prep? It's true, you got a trip soon. It's 40 degrees here in Michigan. Recruiting the next generation of gamers. There you go. Take your week off of competition, spend it recruiting. Very nice. Love that. Good. I'm heading to Detroit Catholic Central High School tomorrow for a show match that they're doing. They're actually doing a show match in front of the entire school. They're doing like a pep assembly, and they're expecting like 1,000 spectators. And a couple of us from Ferris are going to be providing some broadcast support as well as some casters. Should be pretty dope. I thought about going. Yeah, it should be awesome. Are there any gamers in this chat? I think so. Boise in winter, that sounds fun, quote unquote. Yeah, should be fun. What's up, Boise? What does Boise weather look like right now? 45 degrees. It's warmer in Boise than Michigan. All right, so let's not complain or dig Boise on that one. But it's warmer in Boise. Shaved Antor looks 19 and a half years old. W. I think it's a dub. You know, it just shows that I got time left. Esports hasn't aged me that greatly. It was mostly the facial hair. Yeah. I think it's good. I have never streamed to Twitter. I put on chat, but I don't know where the chat even is. I don't even know if that's a feature that's enabled at this point. There's also something called like hearts. I don't know where that goes. I guess it just ends up in Nowheresville. Why is my music so quiet? Oh, whatever. I can just turn off my music. For some reason, it's very quiet on my end. Common Antor W. Yeah, let's just turn off the music. Yeah, I figured it would be good to try this live tweeting thing too, since most of the people who follow me on Twitter, it's kind of my thing, you know. Although I don't know if I'm allowed to be saying Twitter in a live Twitter broadcast. Sorry, whatever. You mean live Xing? Yeah, I'm live Xing, live crossing, live. Yeah, whatever. I got my NACAD gear on, and then we'll talk about it later, but I got my Michigan pants on. Because Michigan esports, big dub this weekend. Starting the rivalry week off on a big positive note. Against that, whatever armpit of the U.S. is below us. I don't know. Thank you for the follow, JP Money 2001. Appreciate it. But let's hop into some of this stuff. We got the TLDL, the timeline download. First section, basically the spice of the week. We got some spice coming in last night on the TL. We got Fisher, Aaron specifically. Oh, that's not the right transition. Awkward. Aaron coming in, pointing something out. So congratulations to first of all, congrats to the CVAL quarterfinal teams here. Got announced. I just, you know what? College esports news deserves a shout out every week because I'm just using their stuff and regurgitating it and pushing it to them because they just do a great job. They make it look pretty. They bring in the information, post it, big news. Like if you want news on college esports from a competitive standpoint, like college esports news is doing it. They are doing it. But Aaron retweeting it, basically calling out everybody for not saying anything about multiple teams when it's other schools. Obviously this argument has been going on for a while about should schools be able to have multiple teams in certain leagues, especially top ones, and see a little bit of pushback. Comment section did not agree. Basically talking about TAMU being a club team or a student club, and still somehow getting 3 teams through. I'm sure people in chat are going to be like, it's West. West is easier. I don't know. I don't follow Valorant. I don't follow collegiate Valorant. I don't know what's happening. But Texas A&M are the 3 schools down here. We got a couple Fisher schools. We got a couple St. Clair schools. Or teams. The red signifies the academy team that they have going. South. All right, South. It's all about the South. Yeah. I'm assuming, is this like each section is the region? East? No, that wouldn't make sense. TAMU has 18 billion students. Texas A&M enrollment. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. 72,000. Yeah. 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 That's a lot. Good for them. Sean tweeted about how he's been pretty vocal about he doesn't believe that the top league should have multiple teams from each school. Devil's advocate would say, but he's still doing it. And his argument would be, as if it's okay, then we should be doing it. Or if it's not against the rules, then why not, etc. I don't know. A little bit of spice, a little bit of back and forth. I don't partake in some of this type of spice. There are arguments for both sides in some of these arguments that I'm not really into. That's 10% the population of Luxembourg. That's crazy. An entire country. I'm surprised it's only 10%. I didn't know Luxembourg was that big. 72, that'd be 700,000 people. Isn't there's smaller countries? I bet that's larger. I don't know. That's crazy. That's a lot of people. Next thing I want to talk about, if you're heading to the Scholars Awards, anybody in chat heading to the Scholars Awards, that is next week. Esports and Coffee, awesome friends of the show. But they do a weekly talk show that's really focused on positivity in college esports, which is the opposite of my show, which is the much more needed side of the space is what they do. But they're fantastic. They're up for the Global Impact Award as finalists. But they hosted a meetup last year at the Esports Awards. They're hosting another one here at the Scholars Awards. And it's going to be at the Peppermill, 21 and up only. I believe that's because the venue you have to be 21 to be there. So it'll be next Tuesday at 3 p.m. I believe that's right before the Scholars Awards. So if you are heading to the Scholars Awards, I highly recommend going to this meetup. It was really fun last year. There's probably 20, 25 people, all collegiate folks, just hanging out, having a good time, having a good talk. Highly recommend. Yeah, so think about that. Little happy hour. Big dub. Highly recommend. Was a good time. Next thing here, related to the Scholars Awards, I just want to say I went to my first. I don't know if you know this, if I've told anyone, but I am on the panel for the Scholars Awards. I was asked a couple weeks ago. I got to attend my first panels meeting, and it was mainly about the panel votes. Which is a pretty substantial part of the overall voting and results of the Scholars Awards. And I just got to say, I feel very confident and very optimistic of where the Scholars Awards is heading. I think the people they've added, outside of me, I'm not trying to say that I'm making a huge difference, but like adding Sari, I think was a massive dub. And they've added a couple folks to the panel that I think bring a lot of unique and diverse voices. And the conversation was really positive. So, want to shout out the Scholars Awards for listening to the community, putting the power back into the hands of that panel of experts. And I'm really excited to see how everyone enjoys the show next week. It's going to be really awesome. Yeah. And it's just a good time, a good chance to celebrate collegiate esports and what some folks have done in the space and continue to do in the space. So really cool stuff. Just wanted to say that. Next piece of the timeline that I want to talk about was we got news today. Was it today? Today, LCS is, this isn't really collegiate related necessarily, but LCS is going down to 8 teams. 2 teams, Golden Guardians and EG, are going to be basically relinquishing their spots in LCS for next year, and LCS will go down to 8 teams. Not really sure how to read it. In my opinion, I don't know if this is, I mean, obviously this is a sign of the esports winter, quote unquote. But hopefully we'll create a stronger LCS and a stronger professional scene for League of Legends. Maybe, hopefully, I guess that's the hope. But yeah, that was big news that dropped today. If you weren't aware, just to keep y'all updated. And last part of my TLDL is going to be a shout out to the boys and girls in blue, University of Michigan. So University of Michigan versus Ohio State happens, football game every year. Huge thing for both states. It's happening this Saturday. The esports teams decided to try to take advantage of it. University of Michigan and Ohio State came together, decided to go down to Ohio State and compete in a bunch of games. They're right listed here. And the good guys came out with the 5-0 victory and brought that title back. Congratulations to Michigan winning that 5-0. I'll keep it at that. But excited to see Michigan start rivalry week off right. And yeah, it's good stuff. Hispanic says NA League has just been dying in general. I hope they bring it back, but it's looking rough. It's fair. I don't know. League of Legends is all right. I haven't played it in like a long time, so I can't really speak to it. But JP Money says we'll see if they can run it back when the BEC match happens next semester. There you go. That'll be good. I just saw, I'm assuming this is public, and if it's not, apologies. But oh yeah, it's public because it's on their website. Central Michigan's been hosting the first ever championship for the ESC Esports Collegiate, I think is what it's called. Is what it's called. It's the D1 MAC Athletic Conference's conference for esports. And they just announced they're going to be hosting it at Central Michigan December 2nd and 3rd. And it's Valorant this fall. The top 4 teams, Akron, Ball State, Kent State, and Northeastern, will be heading to Central Michigan. I'm going to try to see if I can hop over there for one of the matches, but should be really cool. Excited to see more LAN opportunities, especially in Michigan, and to bring some other folks to the state, show off what we got, what we're about here in the Mitten State. Uh, that should be good. I'll definitely be watching that. If not going. Oh, that's interesting. It's sponsored by Nelnet, which was one of my. If you can see it, it's sponsored by Nelnet, which it was one of my student loan providers. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, it's about time they sent some money back, to the students. You know what I'm saying? I can be about that. I can be about that life. I can be about that life. Imagine not talking about the coolest thing that happened last week. Bro, we're working on it, okay? We're working on it. Although, I don't know if you sent me any information. You're on the board. I know I am. It's on my collegiate stories section. This isn't the spice. The spice on the timeline is the first one. I just happened to remember that Central Michigan is hosting. I'm on the board. Oh, patience. Patience, young Padawan. We will get there. Although I don't even know. I should have just had you on this week. The Michigan versus Maryland victory. Also big. Also big. Not really. Barely winning that. League got stalled by play versus. I'm starting to see a lot of young players again trying to do AM, but it'll be a few years before I'd say Lowell is doing good again. You know this too. Lowell recruiting, everyone is like 20 to 23, whereas most other games are younger. Interesting. Okay, that's a positive. That's a positive. Yeah, I should have just had Hell on Pause on this week. They're doing some cool stuff. We'll talk about it. It's on my list. Let's hop over to collegiate stories. Hot take. Wild Rift better than PC. Oh shoot. Hooray, MOBAs might not be dead. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep saying it because I've been saying it for 4 years at this point. Like, we got to figure out how to get into mobile. We just got to start activating mobile. I mean, there's just such a huge opportunity. Huge. It's huge. Wild Rift is more accessible, yeah. But like, no one's doing mobile at any level, which is hard for collegiate to like make the jump because there's not like a pro scene that's like well established in North America. But the accessibility piece is huge. Big outside of the US. It is big outside of the US. And for a school that might pull or might have the resources to pull a lot international students, that might be a huge play. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Southeast Asia proves mobile is huge. It is. It's huge. I don't know if it's huge. It's definitely not huge in North America. I don't even know, like, it'd be interesting to kind of see if there's any folks playing mobile in the high schools, or if you created a high school league in some of these states, if there would be support for it. Cell network sucks too much. I mean, yes, for the general audience, yes. From a competitive standpoint, though, like, we could. I mean, you just use Wi-Fi. Guarantee a college mobile league next year. Wild Rift, Pokemon Unite. I mean, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I don't know about, I mean, Pokemon Unite, maybe if there's a high school scene that's like continues to get to grow. I think there is at least one state that does Pokemon Unite. Wild Rift would be awesome. I don't know. I also don't know like how custom games work with that. Hey, JP, thank you for the Prime sub. Let's go. I wish there wasn't a stigma for esports due to U.S. culture. Every time we have had middle school visits, when they get to our esports arena, all the guys are excited to talk about our COD and Fortnite. Girls don't like it. Depends on the school, though. True. Pokemon Unite is getting larger in high school, rolling it out in middle high school in Minnesota this spring. That's awesome. I wouldn't be surprised. I just haven't heard much about it in Michigan. But my assumption is that like if there was a high school, like if the high school league started supporting Pokemon Unite or Wild Rift, that we would start seeing more emphasis on it and more growth. Pokemon Unite is going to be huge given a few more years. I haven't even played it. Anyone remember when Vainglory existed? I remember seeing it. I never played it. I mean, I've played Wild Rift, but I've gotten to it's like if I don't have a PC to play with, or like I'm somewhere where I need to spend time doing something, like I would probably pull out Wild Rift. But if there's an option between sitting on my PC or sitting on my on my mobile and playing Wild Rift versus League, I'm picking League. And that's the problem. I think making a team fight tactics. True. Team fight tactics. Let's pop into some of this news here. Congratulations to Northwood University on winning CRL national championships last night. So last night? It was last night, right? Yeah. Against Boise State coming out, making it to the finals. Shout out to them as well. Northwood took the 4-0 sweep. Continues to show their dominance in College League of Legends. Huge deb for them. Yeah, big news. They did. That is my next thing I'll actually talk about is the Pat McAfee show. Let me see if I can get this to work.
I tell you guys the stats the other day?
No.
Oh, that was West Virginia. Yeah. West Virginia's Rocket League team.
Yeah.
Oh, unstoppable.
Problem.
Unstoppable. I tell you guys the stats the other day?
No.
Oh, that was West Virginia. West Virginia's Rocket League team.
Yeah.
Oh, unstoppable.
Problem.
Unstoppable. I tell you.
Nice shout out there on the Pat McAfee show. West Virginia Rocket League getting the shout out. Massive. West Virginia Esports picked it up, got the clip, posted it. Almost 15K views so far. I'm sure it'll pop off. But I would love to hear more of the context of this conversation. Maybe at some point I'll go watch it. Thank you for the follow. It's the afternoon. Appreciate you greatly. Speaking of Hell on Pause, I got to give a shout out, and you're going to have to fill in a little bit of this information, but Collegiate Fighting Games Conference posted did their beta competition last week. Got a couple shout outs here. What do I even want to show? 43 entrants first week. Big dub. If you have any fighting games players, these folks, super passionate, crazy human beings. Putting in some cool stuff. Really exciting. Jono, director over at Oklahoma Wesleyan. There are 2 Jonos in collegiate esports. One has an H in it. I've been confused by it in the past. But he's involved. It has been exciting to see the Collegiate Fighting Game Conference blossom. So thankful for all the people who have rallied behind what started out as just an idea earlier this year. Beta showdown here. They're doing November 13th through December 8th. They're doing an online beta season. Learn a solid, just to kind of get the feet wet a little bit. They're doing Street Fighter, Tekken, GG Strive, and Mortal Kombat. Let's check out the entrance here. 101. Massive. Huge dub. Shout out to them. If you got some fighting game people, look it up. They're doing some cool stuff. They say I'm on the board. I told them if they have any questions or need me to do anything, let me know. But I am in 500 million Discords. I can't keep track of all of them. But I know those folks, and I know how passionate and awesome they are. They have all of my freaking support. Jason, Hell on Pause, we met when he was a high school coach. Me and Bilski drove down. I think I showed that picture a couple weeks ago. I actually might even, I don't know. Did I show it on this show? I must have. Well, if I didn't, here it is. Me and Bilski, actually, let's just open it in the browser. Me and Bilski, when we were at Aquinas, what board aren't you on? That's a great question. NECC. I'm not on the board of NACE either. I'm only on one board, I think. But me and Bilski, young Bilski, a little bit of the fro. This is like a week before COVID happened. But we drove down and visited Jason's high school team. It was really awesome. It was a lot of fun. And little did we know that now he's running this collegiate fighting game community conference, or collegiate fighting game conference. Yeah, super passionate, super great guy. Boom. All right, next thing. CVAL Hub. We know them. They are doing a official co-stream with St. Clair stuff and Northwood, kind of like a North American co-stream. Catch them November 21st through the 24th on their Twitch channel as they cover Northwood and St. Clair on their runs at Red Bull Campus Clutch in Istanbul, Turkey. Stream goes live at 2 p.m. TRT / 6 a.m. Eastern. TRT, is that the time zone they're in? Turkey time. All right, that's way funnier than I thought it'd be. Turkey time. Okay. All right. Sorry. Got Paulsable, Seymour, and Rare Adam, and other special guests. I wonder who it could be. It's not me. I promise. I don't know anything about that one. It'd be tough. It'd be hilarious if I was the special guest. Next shout out, really cool event. Did I miss news? I thought St. Clair wasn't going. Oh, did I not update everyone? So like 2 days after my call or my show last week when I said St. Clair couldn't go, they did get an update where they could go. I don't know the details. I just know that at the last minute, they were given the okay to travel to Turkey. They are there. I think Chris Funston tweeted something like 2 days to book international flights for all these students. Yippee. So that's exciting. Here's that tweet. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. The community support has helped us reach a solution. St. Clair are going to Istanbul, Turkey as Team Canada. If you remember, the problem was that they couldn't get travel insurance to Turkey, being from Canada and with all this stuff going on over there. It looks they got a different insurance to approve their travel. So there you go. They found a insurance company to travel to cover that travel for them. You'll put me on if you want to wake up for it. 6 a.m. I don't know about that. How long are those streams? I do not want to be put on. It would be embarrassing. But I do want to tune in. It sounds awesome. I do have to shout out this event. Okay, so if you follow my 6 or something hours, wow. Well, that's fair. Okay, that makes sense. If you follow my X profile and my tweeting, you might have seen over the weekend that Ferris hosted a Shoutcaster showdown. It was basically like a Shoutcaster championship for Michigan high school students competing in the Michigan High School Esports League, which is one of the high school leagues. We hosted it. This is Ferris's arena. I was asked to be one of the judges. But overall, the event was just so cool. It was awesome. Like we basically pre-recorded a Rocket League match. Students came in as their team of casters. There was either two or there was a solo caster. They would go into the booth just like they were casting for Ferris State, and basically we played the game as if it was live, and they casted it. And then we had a full rubric and scoring, and 3 judges scored each person. And then the winner won a trophy and $500 scholarship, and second place got a trophy as well, or a plaque. Just overall, super cool idea. I'm super hot on this idea. It's dope. Everyone should be thinking about doing this. Every state should have something like this. It was small first time. I think they had 16 applicants, or 16 teams. This was the second round, and there were 4 teams competing, and it took couple hours, but it was just awesome. You had the parents were there, schools were there, and then at the same time as the Shoutcaster thing, we were also hosting a Smash tournament for high schools. And it was really cool. Shout out to the MHSCL team, Ryan over here, and his team, just awesome. It was so cool. It was so cool. It did show me that I think there's a huge need for like a shoutcasting clinic or even summer camps focused on casting to just like teach some of the basics. And I think there's an interest in that too. But overall, like the event was just awesome. This is the dude that won first place. He's dude was legit. He was good. He had a whole persona. It was so cool. It was great. It was great. Yeah, so shout out to MHSEL and then Jono for putting it on. Jono is also one of the judges, and so was Virgil, one of our students who casts. It was just a really cool event, and we got to show off our production space to high school students. And our production space, pretty freaking legit. Okay, pretty legit. Yeah, so shout out to them. That was awesome. Yeah, and at the same time they were doing this Smash tournament. Turkey time. FSU Turkey time. They had 8 teams come out from across the state and competed. I believe Rockford ended up winning. But another cool thing was, so the coach from this school, Mona Shores, came up to me and introduced himself and was like, "Hey, you're actually the reason Mona Shores has a team." And I was like, "What do you mean? I've never been to Mona Shores." And he's like, "When you started the team at West Catholic High School, you had a student. His name was Jacob." And he said the last name. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I remember him." He's like, "Yeah, that's my son. And he just loved esports so much and convinced me to start a team here at Mona Shores." And it was just really cool. It was really cool. And I got to get the update of that student. He's now at the University of Michigan as an engineering student. Yeah, it was just a really cool interaction. Yeah, I'm glad that dad saw the value and pushed for it at the school he was working at. So yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day. Maybe in future competitions, they can post a snippet of the winning student's cast to show them off. That's a great idea. We definitely recorded it and sent it to MHSEL. But yeah, there's probably definitely more we could do. That's amazing. I love the small world stuff that happens in classic esports. Yeah, for sure. There's so many stories I have about how small of a world classic esports is. I mean, one of being the Hell on Pause and Jason and meeting him. I didn't know what was going to happen. Yeah, there's just so many of those. It's cool. And the last little snippet that I wanted to shout out was AJ from NACE just celebrated her last week at NACE. She is heading off to a new adventure. I don't think she's announced that yet, so I don't want to ruin that. But she is heading to an awesome new opportunity. I'm so happy for her. Oh, she actually did. She's going to be teaching at Full Sail University. She's a course instructor course director at Full Sail, teaching esports and gaming management. So she's moving back to Florida. So happy for her. And joining the dark side of teaching. It's an exciting world to be in. But shout out to her. She is amazing human being. I remember meeting her at the very first NACE convention that I went to, I believe. Yeah, she's just awesome. All right, chat. What did I miss this week? What else? I did my spice on the timeline. I did a ton of shout outs on stories and stuff. We've got playoffs happening right now. Teams are starting to pick up hardware, bringing it back. What else do I have? We just got some new photos from the University of Michigan Esports. Faker won his fourth world championship. This is true. Faker won the world championship for League of Legends a 4th time. Again, way too early in the morning for me. But I know Ferris hosted a watch party. I'm sure a ton of you all had watch parties. I'm sure that was awesome. What are you whining about? Colleague released their final RL Power rankings. Oh, ooh, let's look. Postseason rankings. Colleague. These are from today at 1 p.m. The fall collegiate season is nearing its end, and it has all come down to this. Here are the schools who finished top 48 in the final CRL analyst poll of the season. All right. May or may not have a Panther on there. Where? Oh, 34. Okay. Davenport coming in hot. Hitting that 34. Who else do we see on here? Ball State at 3. Boise. Is this how they ended up in the the playoffs too? I don't know. My collegiate rock league fans in chat are gonna have to verify if that. Fisher has 2 in the top 12. Northwood has 2 in the top 8. What else we got? St. Clair. We have a couple St. Clair teams in here. Shoot. 22 and 23. Bruton Parker might be one of my favorite directors of all time. That dude is awesome, legit. He has a good name too, Adam. But yeah, I always love having good conversations with him. Columbia at 9 and 15. Columbia at 9 and 15. True. Algonquin. Nichols. Missouri S&T. IRSC. What happened to them? They were like top team when they first announced their roster. But that might have been a year ago. GVSU, Grand Valley popping in there, 31. Indiana, Carolina, Mizzou, Oakland, Davenport. Siena Heights, Harrisburg, George Mason. Nice. Nice. Congratulations to them. Antor looking fresh today. Hey, appreciate it. And 46. That's an MX school at 36. 36. What is it? Oh, Mexico school at 36. I didn't know they were from Mexico. I thought they were from Canada. That's a 36 and 46. Monterey might. I thought maybe you're right. 36 from Canada. Both St. Clair's teams chilling right next to each other. Yeah, that's interesting. And I think Green is the actual top team. Huh. Always cool to see more non-US teams in the rankings. Oh, absolutely. Come knock us off. Since we lost CRL Worlds this in the spring, we need a kick in the butt. Can't be losing CRL Worlds. It's unacceptable. What else we got? Bum, ba, ba, da, ba. Ooh. Oh, here's another announcement from Collegiate Valorant Hub, co-streaming the Esports Canada Esports National Finals this week, which I'm pretty sure is the collegiate. It's like the Canadian championships that they host over our Thanksgiving. Shout out to them. Cool stuff. Oh boy. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I don't have anything else. I'm exhausted. BEC power rankings just went up. Let's go. You just wait until my show's up. Actually, I think historically you've waited until it's done. Oh, wait, maybe not. Big. I don't remember. There's someone, I think Nace historically does a really good job at like trying to get their information out before my show, but it always ends up being right after. Official power rankings from BEC. This is we've talked about this in the past, how like the power rankings are basically like each game title gives a certain amount of points, and whatever place you're in, you get that many points, and then you add it up, and that's how you get your power rankings. I'm pretty sure who was first the last time we looked at this, wasn't it? Was it Rutgers that was first last time? Looking pretty good. Go Bucks. Ew, gross. Gross. But Michigan just went down to Columbus and stomped them in 5 game titles. Didn't U of M beat MSU in every title like a day ago? Yes. In 5 different titles, they stomped the crap out of them. So I don't know what maybe Michigan's schedule on the first half of the season is tough. I don't know. Yet they can't win when it counts. Oh my gosh. Who let this person in the chat? Okay. You know what? You are a subscriber now, so. Hello, cat. Oh boy. Interesting. USC coming down on 16. USCLA up at 10. Maryland 9. I like Wisconsin's logo. Can we just point it out? It's like a controller, but it's like a badger. Like it's cool. Like it's cool. It might be the best logo that's not a traditional sports logo in the Big East Sports Conference. Table breakdown in thread. I mean, obviously the Michigan logo is the best, but like take out traditional sports logos, it might be the Wisconsin logo. Wisconsin's logo is one of my favorite in college esports in general. Yeah, it's dope. It's cool. It's super dope. Subtle M for Madison. True. I wonder if I can. I don't even know if I follow. Do they have like an official Twitter or anything? I don't even know how. Is it like Badger Esports? No, definitely not that. I don't know. I don't know how to find them on Twitter. I wonder if Big East Sports Conference has to follow them, right? Rutgers, Madison Esports Club. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's dope. That's dope. All right, go back to BEC. Oh, we got the official breakdown of why things are the way that they are. Michigan 8th in Rocket League, 8th in Valorant. How are we that when we stomped Ohio State? How are we 8th in these two Rocket League? Palmer, you got some explaining to do. What are we doing? 3rd in Overwatch, 4th in Smash. Michigan is the highest ranked team that competes in all 4 of the titles. But yeah, there might be a point where we're not winning where it counts. We might need to have a discussion with these players. Might have to bring in Harbaugh to show them what's up. They could help. He could help in some way or another. You know what I'm saying? Pep talk. Some teams can clutch a land, some can't. That's fair. That's fair. You know what? Maybe we do win when it counts, and that the regular season doesn't count. Doesn't matter. It's true. It's true. I mean, 8, 8, 3, and 4 ain't bad. You got some of these other schools that are like, we're so bad at these game titles, we ain't even going to compete in them. But Michigan shows up. I don't know. I'm just out here saying, IU stocks on the rise. Okay. IU stocks on the rise. 619. You have an average and then overall points. 5.8. Interesting. I'd argue that Michigan should be 4 here. Because they have the same amount of points as Illinois, but they play in an additional game. Same with Rutgers. I'd put them above Rutgers. It shouldn't be an average. It should be points and then how many games you compete in. Because that means you're stronger across more titles or just as strong across more titles. I don't know. That's a bit odd. I would agree. I've had some conversations with teams that have asked about this specific conference and like how they believe that like it shouldn't matter if you compete in all game titles and like you should find a way to average it out without counting for all game titles. But like, so here's like a lot of times a conference has something like this, like a commissioner's cup, which they award to the team that has the most overall or the best overall finishes in all the sports. And the point, like a lot of it is like to give pride to a school and say like, hey, we're the best athletic school in the conference, whatever. But from a conference's standpoint, like you want to promote your teams to compete in all of the game titles that you have to offer. So like you want to award schools for competing in all of your game titles, or else teams will just pick one game title, get first, and then win the Commissioner's Cup. Outside neutral agency, so we trust them in their weights like strength of schedule, upsets, and points for placement in top 3. Yeah, use this colleague, whatever, I'm sure, whatever. But what I'm saying is that like a conference should be encouraging teams to compete in all the game titles, and you encourage those teams to do that by giving more weight to schools that compete in all the game titles. If that makes sense. Sweepstakes awards, it's a good thing. Half the BEC doesn't do Smash though. Yeah, but they should. That's what I'm saying. They should have Smash. You should encourage those teams to have Smash. Ohio just built a Smash team. Let's go. Yeah. Good. I mean, either way, we're talking about this, and it's positive promotion for the Big Esports Conference. So you're winning either way. And that's the other point of like all rankings is like, yeah, the rankings might be trash, but the more trash rankings are, the more promotion they usually bring. Which is unfortunate, but also fortunate. We'll start Premier Smash next semester. Let's go. Oh, I didn't realize JP Money was John Price. Well, what's up, John? Welcome to chat. John is the director at Ohio State. Didn't even realize it was him. I wonder why Rutgers Smash doesn't participate in big stuff. I got to push them. They might not be affiliated with the esports team and might just not know. Who knows? Had to do some light trolling. Rutgers Esports kind of oversees the individual clubs, so maybe. That's fair. I think it's also interesting how vastly different student clubs, like their structure is when it comes to esports. Like there's plenty of schools that like, I know Grand Valley like had a esports club, but then a completely separate League of Legends club that wanted nothing to do with the esports club. And they were like forever not together. But then you have others that are like, all right, we're the esports club and we oversee all the smaller clubs. And then there's like there's schools that have the esports club and all the teams are within that club and they're not separate. And like, there's just like different. And then Smash, very often is their own separate thing too. It's fascinating. That's like IU Smash, they are on their own. Yeah, it's so fascinating. It's so fascinating. Oh boy. Well, I think we talked about everything we needed to talk about this week. I am tired. I'm excited for a long weekend. I'm excited for a Michigan victory. I'm excited for a Lions victory. Yesterday, the Lions pulling it out of nowhere. I actually left my parents' house early because I was like, I cannot watch this anymore. It's so frustrating. And then I turned it on the radio and we ended up winning. That was crazy. It does not happen. It does not happen. All right. But it does this year. And I'm excited. I hope you all are excited for a break. Hopefully you guys are all taking a break and enjoying it with family, friends, whoever it is. League of Legends queue, ranked queue, whatever floats your boat. But I hope you all enjoy the rest of the week and get some rest. And for those of you still competing in playoffs, good luck. We'll see you next Monday. And I'm excited to see how you all do. And if you're going to the Scholars Awards, enjoy. All right. All right. I will talk to you all later. See ya. Stay warm. Stay warm. All right. Peace.